Taiwan has implemented a compulsory military service system for many years. However, in the year 2000, things changed when the government set up an alternative civilian service program. Those who are conscientious objectors may apply after being thoroughly screened and approved as qualified. After entering the program, they are given an assignment in the public sector, such as working in city halls, police stations, schools, or hospitals. How has the alternative civilian service program affected society in Taiwan?
Alternative service is supervised by the Interior Ministry. This service is not supervised by the Ministry of Defense because it supervises the military and military service. The Ministry of Interior supervises social welfare services. So it was decided that the Ministry of Interior would supervise alternative service from start to finish, from the initial training right up to release from service. Alternative service really fills three needs. First, the need to reduce military personnel. Second, the long-time need to accommodate the beliefs of religious people toward military service. And third, the need to care for disadvantaged families. That's why some can choose alternative service for family reasons. So what we're talking about here is the second of these three needs, that is, to cater to the needs of those with religious convictions. Alternative service benefits the country and the community in many ways. This is very evident in the 16 different types of alternative service in government and social welfare agencies. Looking at the statistics, the various agencies' satisfaction rate toward alternative service is about 90%, even up to 97%.
We are a community hospital that is part of a regional teaching hospital. Our main goal is to connect with our community, and the arrival of individuals serving in alternative civilian services has contributed greatly to this goal by providing many needed services. It really is an honor to work with them. In fact, I would say it's a pleasure to see that they are willing to work at our hospital.
Some may say that if those who apply for alternative service on religious grounds are given priority, would it happen that some use religion as a pretext to avoid military service? No, because you have social service. It's about helping the community. So all along, alternative service on religious grounds has not led to any increase in numbers. In fact, up to now, we have about from 10 to 30 applicants each year. And from the year 2000, when the program first started, we have only had about 700 applicants. And this is over 15, 16 years. There hasn't been an increase in number. Why? Because, as I said, alternative service is hard work. They still have to do a good 8 hours work a day. And for those with genuine religious faith, they are there to serve the community. They want to help the disadvantaged families. The number won't suddenly surge. There is no point in using religion as a pretext, because if anyone wants to apply for alternative service, you can do so without using religion as a reason. You can come in and help community service. So only those with genuine faith who cannot accept participation in warfare or in killing would apply on religious terms. So there won't be an increase in number. That's what we've observed. Of course, there needs to be a system in place to review whether an applicant is truly qualified for alternative service. So there are 3 levels of review. But let me say this, we don't assume that applicants are trying to beat the system through some loophole. No. After all, alternative service is not easy work. They still need to work an 8-hour day. So the review process starts at the local district office level, moving on to the county or municipal government level, then finally to the review committee of the Interior Ministry. Applications are first forwarded to the grassroots level of our government, the local district office. They do the first level review. If the application is made for religious reasons, the application form asks which religion or faith. The applicant needs to meet the requirement of being a member of his religion for at least 2 years. Of course, his application must be accompanied by some certification from his religious organization, and this is to verify his membership. In addition, we feel it's also important that we look at their religious beliefs to ascertain how he is genuinely bound by those beliefs. So we believe that, as in your case, if the applicant has a clearly certified membership of at least 2 years, plus clearly explained religious convictions, that would be sufficient.
Many Jehovah's Witnesses have applied and participated in alternative civilian service. How has this helped them personally?
I feel that this program is really important for all our members in Taiwan because we can continue our ministries and attend meetings while fulfilling our civic duty. And most importantly, we can do so without violating any Bible principles. Like the one stated in Isaiah, we will not learn war anymore. So being able to fulfill the required civic duty without violating our conscience is something that we truly appreciate.
Members serving in alternative service are assigned in public sectors such as government departments or healthcare institutions. The following is an example of an assignment in a hospital.
I usually work in the hospital secretary office doing paperwork. We have scheduled times every week to help clean and maintain hospital grounds. And we have the opportunity to work with senior citizens and accompany them during their activities. We assist staff members by trimming trees and cleaning the area in and around the hospital campus. As for the seniors, they have weekly music sessions. We get to sing with them, play ball games, do exercises, and sometimes just chat with them. I feel that through these activities, I get the opportunity to help and to care for them.
Around 2000-2001, there were still many serving prison terms because of their religious beliefs. So when we implemented alternative service, the law specifically allowed individuals to choose alternative service on religious grounds, rather than go to prison. This helped to solve a religious human rights problem that existed in our country for a long time. And the effect was excellent. Religious people often have a good spirit in serving their community, so they are assigned to social service agencies in hospitals and nursing homes. And I find that they serve with much enthusiasm, because this activity is really in line with their own religious beliefs. This is how we handle the situation. And in my opinion, this has been a very successful program. Others share the same feeling that I have. And I'm very happy to see this development. I feel very happy and very proud. So really, we have nothing to worry about when religious people apply to go through the system, because they really want to serve. We don't need to discipline them. They have the enthusiasm. In fact, the more who come forward to apply, the better. We should welcome them. And I say to my colleagues, we should really welcome more. Actually, several dozen a year is not enough, frankly. In our system, we can really promote this further.
The first time I came in contact with conscientious objectors was in Puli. We had maybe 4 or 5 of them. It was also the first time I had ever heard of Jehovah's Witnesses. So I went online and did some research about them and found that they are a very organized, family-oriented church. I've observed that these conscientious objectors have excellent work ethics. They work well as a team, and their attitudes had a positive impact on others who are also in the program.
There is no doubt that alternative service has had a positive impact on our society and on individuals enrolled in this program.
I am extremely grateful that we have the Alternative Civilian Service Program. It prevented me from the predicament of facing multiple prison sentences. But most importantly, this program has allowed me to better utilize my time and energy to serve others.
Respect for people's religious faith and respect for religion is an important part of basic human rights. In fact, from a human rights standpoint, military service should be fair and equal. If you were to say to a group, you're exempt from military service, that wouldn't be too equal, would it? So based on the need for fairness, alternative service doesn't involve very light work. Putting the alternative service program into our law books shows that we view it with respect and as very important. I think that when all other countries of the world see our program, they would very likely envy us and want to learn from our experience. As a country, we respect the human rights of religious groups. In fact, I don't think I'm really biased towards religious people. But the goals of their religious faith is to serve others. And this is really in harmony with the social functions of alternative service, to serve people. So we should welcome more religious individuals into such service. This also solved a problem regarding human rights. This is another benefit, you might say. At one time, we had the situation where there were people of religious conscience in jail and people with little conscience outside of jail. Resolving this contradiction shows our respect for human rights. But let me say this, going back to the basic idea of including religious individuals in alternative service, we welcome them because they are ready to serve. They are enthusiastic. They don't need to be disciplined. I often say this, they serve with eagerness. Of course, every country is different, and each country's need for alternative service may not be the same. But look at the excellent results we've experienced. Look at how this doesn't conflict with military service. In particular, we would welcome other countries to see how alternative service for religious reasons works. Other countries are facing the same problem. Some refuse military service on account of their religious conscience. How do we solve the problem? Put them all in jail in large numbers? That serves no purpose at all. On the other hand, alternative service involves hard work. These people are willing to serve. They have enthusiasm. Let them take part. This is a solution to the problem of religious human rights and the problem of ensuring the fairness of military service. So I'm not saying our whole alternative service program is worth copying, but certainly the part related to religious faith is. It's good to have a system in parallel with regular military service as an alternative. That's the solution. the results and benefits exceeded what we expected. Human rights, religious suppression, all of these things can be resolved. Most importantly, it promotes fairness in military service. So, human rights and military service fairness, both are taken care of. I really hope other countries will come and draw lessons from our experience.
Like many European nations, Taiwan has enjoyed great success in implementing alternative service and has reaped its benefits. Alternative service works not only in favor of the government, but also those who are conscientious objectors, such as Jehovah's Witnesses. This program is a good solution because these young men can serve their government and society in practical ways that do not violate their conscience.